Another drab, dreary performance from Manchester United that lacked any sense of urgency or desire. Combine that with tactical ineptitude and you get this performance. Let's go to the whiteboard. Whenever Ollie puts Matic in, to accommodate his lack of mobility, he drops out of midfield into the left centre-back position. This takes a passing option out of midfield, and instead of dictating play in the middle third, which he can do, he ends up playing balls into midfield from defensive positions. And against Palace's 4-4-1-1 formation, essentially United played with 3 centre-backs against Benteke, with Ayew dropping off the front line to shadow mark Fred. With only Benteke up front, Matic should have played further forward to outnumber Palace's 2-man central midfield and create triangles to play around them. Going to screenshots of the game, this is how United found themselves for the majority of the game. 3 against 1 at the back, with Ayew sitting in front of Fred. Simple maths tells us that even without seeing the whole pitch, forward passing options are limited. To demonstrate this, in this scenario, with Maguire about to play the ball out to Matic, it's the recurring theme of 3 against 1, with Ayew sitting in front of Fred, and no entry point into midfield for Maguire. With the ball now with Matic, you can see the lack of forward passing options and the huge space centrally, which is where Matic should be. The reality is, Matic should be in this position, providing passing options for Maguire and Bailly. Football intelligence is a buzz phrase in football at the moment, but at times, in my opinion, United players show a lack of appreciation of situations and consequently make poor decisions. Going to screenshots of the game, the ball is played onto Shaw, who has all this space to attack and get in behind the Palace defensive line. He's got the legs on Ward and the run on Townsend, but he checks in field and United play a series of passes in front of Palace to the other side to Wan-Bissaka. Shaw was probably the best of a bad bunch and has had a great season, but he checked in field instead of going down the outside a lot in this game, and it was more like the Shaw of last season. In this next scenario, the ball is with Maguire, with Shaw out of the picture on the left in acres of space. You can see that Townsend isn't interested in Shaw, looking at Maguire, and Ward's body is shaped towards Shaw, probably hoping the ball doesn't go out to him with the space he has to make up to get out to Shaw. But Maguire ignores the space Shaw is in and hits a cross-field glory ball which is cut out. These were just 2 examples of the lack of appreciation United's players had of what was around them and consequently poor decision making. The Devil's verdict is, these are United's results since going top of the league on the 12th of January. But for me, it's not the results that are the problem, it's the performances. All season, United have demonstrated that they lack the work rate, discipline, ambition and tactical nous to challenge for this league. In the first half of the season, United got a number of wins being second best, and now the lack of performances is catching up with them. In previous videos, I have said that it isn't sustainable to keep playing shit, but Fernandes getting us out of trouble. And that leads me on to Ollie. He has to go regardless of what happens this season. He is responsible for all of this, and when the team plays that bad in the first half and gets worse in the second, that's on Ollie. We didn't even see the token running around like headless chickens for the first 10 minutes of the second half. Add to that, players shitting out of tackles and waiting until the 74th and 76th minute to make changes, clueless. And just to remind anyone that was wondering, Van de Beek is still a United player. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the game. Thank you for watching, and please like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you in the next video.